Okay, here we go. Game 5 of the 1974 National League Championship Series is about to begin. This is the final game of the 1974 National League replay season. I've conducted 971 regular season games and 4 playoff games to this point, 975 total games. And it all comes down to this one game to see who advances to the World Series. The Pirates and the Dodgers each have 2 wins in the playoffs here, and the best of 5 series will wrap up with this final game in Los Angeles. Jim Rooker will face off against Andy Messersmith, a rematch of Game 2, a game in which the Dodgers won 3-0. Messersmith tossed a 6-hit shutout in that game to, at that time, even the series at a game apiece. The Pirates will line up with Stennett, Hebner, Oliver, Stargell, Parker, Sanguin, Kirkpatrick, Taveras, and Rooker. LA will line up with Lopes, Buckner, Wynn, Garvey, Ferguson, Say, Russell, Yeager, and Messersmith. The exact same lineup they had in Game 2. Let's get underway here and see who will be the National League champs. Rennie Stennett leads off, hitting 158 in the playoffs. And the roll is a 36-33. It's a pop out, 1 away for Richie Hebner. Hebner's hit 2 home runs, 2 solo home runs in the series, both coming off Don Sutton. And 62's a 45. It's a ground ball to first base. He tosses to Messersmith, Garvey to Messersmith for 2 down. Al Oliver will be next, hitting 222 in the series with a triple and a homer, but 7 big RBIs. And 12's a 25, that's a strikeout. Messersmith a K4 whiffs quite a few folks. So 3 up, 3 down for Messersmith and the Dodgers in the top of the first. Good start for them. Here's Davey Lopes hitting .556 in the series. He had 2 home runs in Game 4, but it wasn't quite enough as the Pirates held on to win 3-2. Lopes will lead off, and he leads off with a double, 66-6. So good start for the Dodgers here. Lopes has been red hot of late. That might put him at 600 for the series. Here's Billy Buckner hitting just 125. I expect him to break out of it at any time. The Dodger fans would love to see that in this game. And 11's an H. 62 is an 11. That is a single to left. Lopes stops at third, and then Buckner steals second. So LA's in business here in the first with a double and a single and a stolen base. Second and third, nobody out for Jimmy Wynn. The Toy Cannon's hitting .313 with a homer in the series. Here's the pitch. 61's a 40. Double play, foul out, runners out at home, but a G is safe. Lopes is a G, so he will score on the play. Other runner to third. So we have Buckner to third, and Lopes scores. So how do you score that? Let me see. I don't remember seeing that play during the season. Double play, foul out. I guess you call that a sac fly since he scored on the play. So I'm going to give him a sac fly. Buckner goes to third. Lopes scores. 1 out, man on third for Garvey. Let's bring the infield in. Try to keep that runner at third. Pitch to Garv is a ground out back to the mound. Holds the runner. Gets Garvey at first. Big out there. 2 away. Here's Ferguson. Can see if Ferguson can drive him in. See if Rooker can get out of it. And he does. Rooker gets out of it. Foul fly. So just 1 run scores. Could have been a whole lot worse for the Pirates. So they have to feel good about holding the Dodgers to just 1 run there with second and third and nobody out. Willie Stargell will lead off for the Pirates in the second. And he flies out to center. 1 away for Dave Parker. 32-26 grounder to second. So we have a fly out and a ground out. And Manny Sanguin will be up. He's hitting .353 in the series. And he singles to center. The 31's an 8. 56 is beyond Messersmith's 41 rating. So a 2-out single for Sanguin off Messersmith, and Kirkpatrick will be up. 24 is a 13. That's a strikeout. So no runs for the Pirates. 1-0. LA, bottom of the second now. Ron Say will lead off. And he grounds out to third. One away for Bill Russell. 66-6. That's a double to right center. So Say with a ground out and Russell with a double. LA has a runner in scoring position again for Steve Yeager. Yeager hadn't hit much, 125 in the series, but he's walked 4 times. 52, 20, 13. That's a ground out. 2 away. Rooker doesn't, like Jerry Royce, doesn't strike out many right-handed batters. So that's a ground out, and though it'll be all up to Messersmith to try to get that second run knocked in. Here's the pitch, and he grounds out to short. So that'll end it. Dodgers threaten but don't score. We go to the top of the third. Frank Tavares will lead off. And he singles to right. 11's a 7. So good start for the Pirates here in the third. Second hit off Messersmith. Rooker will be next. Rooker's a great hitting pitcher, as you can see here. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice him, though. Try to get that runner in scoring position. Strikeout. Catcher, runner holds. So the bunt attempt fails for Rooker. Maybe should have let him hit away. Rennie Stennett now will be up. 1 out. Man on first. Stennett strikes out as well. So 2 away, and that is strikeout number 4 for Messersmith already. Richie Hebner, 2 out, man on first. And 46-44, he gets hit by the pitch, so that'll put runners at first and second for Al Oliver with 2 outs. Oliver, good hitter. Let's see what he can do. 42 is a 9. The 25 is within range of 45 for Messersmith, so he flies out. So that will end it. Boy, having those good pitcher ratings really helps cut down on the base hits. Bottom of the third, Davey Lopes leads off. Lopes at 579. He doubled his first time up and scored. Grounds to first, 1 away. Billy Buck, and he walks. So Buckner's singled and walked. So ground out and a walk. And Jimmy Wynn will be up. 34-31. That's a fly to center. 2 away for Steve Garvey, who had 4 hits in game 1, has only had the next 3 games. So Garvey's cooled off since game 1. And flies out to center as well. All right, moving to the fourth. 1-0 Dodgers. The winner goes to the World Series. Here's Willie Stargell leading off. Pops grounds to first. 1 away. Dave Parker grounds to short. 2 away. And Manny Sanguillen, 53 is an 18. That is an error on the left fielder. He's at first. So ground, and an error left fielder. Bring up Ed Kirkpatrick. So the error, let's see if that hurts the Dodgers. Well, there's a walk, first and second now. So 2 on, 2 out again. Here's Frank Tavares, who singled his first time up. This time flies out, so the error doesn't hurt. LA strands 2 more runners. 1-0 Dodgers. Messersmith now has pitched 13 shutout innings against the Pirates in this NLCS. Joe Ferguson will lead off, bottom of the fourth. LA trying to tack on some more runs. Ground out to third, 1 away. Ron Say, the Penguin. 25's an 8, 65's well beyond the 16. So he's on. So that was running a single. And Billy Russell will be up. 1 on, 1 out. Wild pitch, Say gets into second now. So that's wild pitch. Say's in scoring position for Russell. Here's the pitch. 34-31 again. That's another fly to center. A lot of 34 rolls this game. Yeager will be passed intentionally to bring up the pitcher spot. Andy Messersmith, 2 on, 2 out for Messersmith. And he grounds out to end it. So the Dodgers threaten but don't score. We go to the fifth. Rooker will lead off. Great hitting pitcher. And he singles. There it is. 22's an H, 34's an 8. So a leadoff single for Rooker. Let's see what the Pirates can do here. Rennie Steno will be up next. 27. That's a strikeout. Good strikeout pitcher. Messersmith. That's 5 strikeouts. Now here's Hebner. Richie walks, and once again, Messersmith has allowed 2 men on for the Pirates. He's been playing with fire. He got some jams in game 2 as well, but reeled out of every one of them, and has so far in this game as well. 43-29, that is a 1-6-3 double play to end the threat. So Messersmith once again puts a couple guys on and once again gets out of it with no harm done. We're halfway through, 1-0 LA. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Dodger fans are nervous. They like the lead, but sure would like to have some more runs. Here is Lopes, who pops to second, 1 away. Bill Buckner flies out. So we have a pop out and a fly out. 2 quick outs for Wynn. Jimmy Wynn fouls out to first. So we're going to the 6th now. 1-0 LA. Surely that 1 run won't stand up with it. Here's Stargell, leadoff single, and Messersmith's going to put himself right back in trouble again. Dave Parker will be next. First on air on the shortstop, Russell. Men on first and second with nobody out. Here is Manny Sanguillen, good hitter, not going to bunt. Fielder's choice, runner out at second, runner to third. So we have first and third, 1 out for Ed Kirkpatrick. Messersmith could use a double play or a strikeout here. Oh, and it's a slow roller to third. Runners advance 1 base. That is going to score the tying run. So Pittsburgh has their first run off Messersmith in 14 2/3 innings. Here's Tavares. I'm not going to walk him because Rooker can flat out hit. Pitch to Tavares, and he got him. Ground out to second. So the inning's over, but the Pirates do tie the game. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Steve Garvey will lead off. 1-1 game here in the deciding 5th game of the playoffs. Garvey, 36-27, a ground out to third. Ferguson singles to left center. So 1 out hit for Joe Ferguson, and Ron Say will be up. The Penguin, 1 for 2 with a single. There's a deep fly to left. It could be, and it is. A home run, and the Dodgers lead 3-1 now. Say with a 2-run shot. He hit one a couple games ago, and that's a big one. That gives LA the lead back after Pittsburgh had tied it. 3-1 Dodgers, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Could that be the pennant-winning home run? We'll see. Here's Russell. Singles to right. They're starting to get good connection, good bat on the ball against Rooker here. They're starting to timing better. Here's Steve Yeager. Flies out to center, 34 again. Another 34 roll. 2 away. Messersmith is going to stay in the game, of course. And he strikes out. But 2 big runs for the Dodgers to take a 3-1 lead. Say's home run, the big one. Here is Jim Rooker leading off. He's 27 batters. And his stamina is 33, so he's not tired. Should we leave him in or pinch hit? He's a really good hitter. I'm going to let him bat away here. And that's why. He's a great hitting pitcher. Leadoff single for Rooker. He's 2 for 3. And here is Stennett. Stennett will be up. 136 average. And there's an error on Lopes. And here we go. That is 3 Dodger errors now. Will the LA Dodger poor fielding come back to bite him? 2 on, nobody out for Hebner. 14's a fly out left. 1 away. Here's Al Oliver. Is it too much to ask Oliver to keep not being able to come through? I don't know. 190 batter. And again, he hits into a double play. He did it last time, I believe. So a big double play ball for Messersmith. So the first 2 reach. and Messersmith gets out of it. 7th inning stretch trivia time. The last name of the brother outfield trio, Joe, Dom, and Vince. Duh, I'm not sure what that could be. Could it be DiMaggio? Of course, Joe DiMaggio, Vince, and Dominic DiMaggio. All right, bottom of the 7th. Here is Davey Lopes leading off against Rooker. Single, steal, and the ball, catcher's throw goes into center field. Lopes goes to third. Just what the doctor ordered. Single, stolen base, and error on the catcher. 4 errors in the game now. Now, Buckner's at third, or Buckner's at bat. Lopes is at third. Infield will come in. Here's the pitch to Buckner. A double play, but the G runner scores. Lopes G has given the Dodgers 2 runs. If Lopes is not a G, if he's an N or a P in this game, LA would only have 2 runs. As it is, they have 4. So that is a sac fly for Buckner, and it's 4-1 Dodgers. Here's Jimmy Wynn. Flies to right, 2 away for Garvey, and he flies to center. So we'll go to the 8th, 6 outs to go, 3-run lead. Messersmith still in. Stargell, Parker, Sanguine up for the Pirates. Pirates need to get something going here. Stargell flies to center, another 34 roll. Parker, line out to first, 56-34, down to 4 outs. Sanguine, line out back to the mound. Great stab by Messersmith. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th, 4-1. LA is 3 outs away from the National League Championship. Here is Ferguson leading off against Rooker. Flies to right. Ron Say, the big 2-run homer in the 6th, could be the game winner. Grounds out. And Billy Russell, 2 for 3 in the game. He's hitting .333 in the series. Good series for Russell. 34 again, and wow, a lot of 34 rolls. Just think if those rolls had all been 66 rolls, it'd be a very high scoring game. Here we go, 9th inning. Messersmith, 33 batters faced. His stamina is 31, so he should have been dropped last inning. And then again at the beginning of this, we got to drop him to 35, 43. Okay. Ed Kirkpatrick will lead off. Dodgers looking to wrap up the championship, the National League 1974. Kirkpatrick, lead off walk. Good start for Pittsburgh. Tavares, not a great hitter, but he's hitting .556 in the series. Kind of hard to justify pinch hitting for him. We'll let him swing away. And he struck out. 64 wouldn't have been a good roll for just about any pinch hitters either. That is 6 strikeouts for Messersmith. We got a pinch hit. Richie Zisk is a 313 hitter with 100 RBIs. Surprised he didn't get more playing time in the real life series. This is as played on this replay, of course. Zisk will bat, trying to get on and bring the tying run to the plate. 2 balls, and he walks. So we have runners at first and second. The tying run will come to the plate. Rennie Stenick. We could bring in Marshall, but Marshall, the way he's pitching the series, I don't dare do it. Stenick will be a fielder's choice, runner out at second, other safe at third. So we have 2 out now. Runners at the corners. Richie Hebner's up. Hebner represents the tying run. If he hits a home run, it will tie the game. He's hit 2 in the series, so he definitely can do it. He hit 18 in the regular season. Here is the pitch to Hebner. 12 is a 25. Line out to second. Lopes grabs it, and the Dodgers win it. LA is the National League champs of the 1974 NPNG Plus replay. 4-1 is the final. Messersmith won game 2, 3-0, and he wins game 5, 4-1. He only allowed 1 run in 18 innings. Messersmith probably will be the MVP of this series. I would think he would have to be. Here's your box score. Messersmith 2-0 with a 0 ERA. Matter of fact, that run tonight was unearned, so no earned run. It's in 18 innings. Messersmith wins 2 of the 3 Dodger wins. Messersmith is the NLCS MVP. Ron Say's home run was huge, though, tonight to break a 1-1 tie. LA wins the series 3-2. Pittsburgh put up a good fight and just didn't have quite enough. Rooker pitched pretty well, but he's lost to both of them to Messersmith and the Dodgers. So that will do it. LA Dodgers are the National League champs. They will face the American League champion team that Leon doing the American League replay. When he finishes his season, he's just got a few more games to go. He'll play his championship series, and the winner of that, it probably will be Oakland and Baltimore. Whoever wins that will play the Dodgers in the 1974 World Series to wrap up this 1974 co-op replay. Thanks for watching all these videos, and appreciate everyone following on the message boards, keeping up with the replay and everything. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed videoing these games and bringing it to you. I will also video the World Series games that I'll be playing. The first 2 games will be in Los Angeles against the American League champion, and I will video those 2 games. And then Leon will have the middle 3 games. And if the series goes to game 6 or 7 or 7, I'll also video those. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Have a good night.